Hello, Ryan Walters. I'd just like to say thank you for coming here tonight. I know it's difficult for what you're about to talk about. It was not an easy time to get over. It wasn't enjoyable. I want to thank you for that. So I'm gonna start off. If you don't feel comfortable at any point, just tell me you don't like to answer these questions. They're not gonna be too heavy. Definitely a difficult time, so I understand completely. So how old were you when Cyclone Evan happened?
It was 1991, so I was 31 years old, and it was in Samoa. It was Cyclone Evan, pretty heavy cyclone, Category 4, and it wasn't expected to hit landfall, but it did. And I happened to be in Samoa, and I went right through it.
So can you tell me where do you go when it hit? I mean, a lot of people sadly passed away. You know, what about your family members? Where do you go? Where did you stay? Where do you shelter yourself? Because it was a pretty big cyclone.
It was. I was on my own. Fortunately, I wasn't with my family, which is very good. And I was staying in the hotel. And when I saw the cyclone hitting, I mean, the staff started, making. It was a small hotel. The staff said, just go to find shelter. My room was on the second floor, and I decided I would stay on the ground floor. And I went into there was a lounge area between the sort of hotel dining room and the pool, and that's where I sought shelter with a few other hotel guests.
So you told me earlier about how you could see from the windows that you could see what was happening. You could see buildings torn apart. How'd that make you feel?
Well, the first thing that I noticed were the palm trees that were just bending. I mean, these are big palm trees. You'd think that nothing could bend them, but they were bending like sticks in the strength of the wind and the gale. And because I wasn't, in the city, I didn't see buildings sort of coming down, but I certainly saw the roof being blown off on one section of the hotel, and a lot of the kind of external balustrades and that were ripped off like matchsticks. And then the trees were being blown down as well. So I remember that incredibly loud noise.
So you keep in contact with any other survivors in the hotel? You said there were some people there. You must have experienced tough time together. Do you know any of them personally? Have you talked to them in recent years?
It's interesting. There's one guy you keep in touch with. I mean, it kind of came quickly. I mean, we were in shelter for hours. It felt like longer. But afterwards, the cyclone moved on as quickly as it came. And no one actually in my hotel, there was no loss of life. But the one chap I do keep in touch with, we've become friends, and he was the guy that we were sort of sheltering together under this one table, and we gave each other encouragement.
Well, that's good. I'm sure that times like this can actually bring people together. Well, I'd just like to say thank you for being here, Ryan Walters. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing it. I'm honestly grateful. Thank you.